Am I the asshole for no longer refilling and moving items my boyfriend leaves everywhere? I have come to realize my boyfriend rarely moves items back to their original homes. Yes, I have talked to him about this and we haven't resolved anything, hence the post here. So, my boyfriend will not put anything back to where it should be. This includes kitchen utensils. I'm not OCD, I just think the cutting knives should go near the cutting board, toilet paper, Q-tips, and most recently, the cat food feeding scoop. Specifically, he feeds the cats in the morning, and leaves the scoop by whoever he feeds last. They're all fed in separate rooms. We have a fast eater. I feed the cats at night, and have to wander around until I find it, and then I put it back in with the cat food, which is where he goes in the morning. I started replacing it to exactly where he leaves it now, and he's getting annoyed it's not in with the food in the morning. Toilet paper. He will never replace it. So I started bringing my own roll into the bathroom, and if the bathroom roll is empty, I don't replace it. This goes for the Q-tips as well. He won't replace them in the bathroom. I have not replaced them in a month and it seems like he just stopped using them. Finally, when we go grocery shopping, he just shoves all the bags into the fridge, freezer, pantry for me to empty later. I have stopped emptying the bags and organizing the fridge, and just remove my item from a bag and leave it as it was. This probably upsets him the most, since last time he put a pack of chicken in the pantry last time, that I didn't notice. I really didn't notice it though, that's what he said to me. I assumed he at least checked the bags to be going in their general locations. Anyway, we have been fighting about this and today he got upset the cat food scoop was not with the food, and in the kitchen, where he left it. Am I the asshole for trying to make a point that I can't constantly be fixing everything? Edit. Oh my goodness, I can't believe all these comments and awards. Thank you guys. I probably won't respond to you but I'm reading all the comments now. I can clearly see we have some stuff to work on, and I see comments on my old posts and I will address it accordingly. I honestly think I'm pretty lax about this because my mom treated me very similarly and I just got used to doing everything myself. Edit 2. I also haven't left him because of a few reasons. Read my past posts if you're curious, especially the true off my chest one, the I hate his family one, and the narcissistic parent one. I do have a plan to leave, but COVID messed it up and I also got extremely sick 2 months ago. I do plan to leave the area, but I need to do so quietly to not cause issues with my family. Unfortunately, my boyfriend and misplaced tins are the least of my problems compared to my family. Anybody who leaves grocery bags in the fridge is absolutely ridiculous and needs a wake-up call to actually doing their own shit. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. Is he your boyfriend or a toddler? Not the asshole. If he doesn't know where things go, how come he knows where to get them when he needs them? Not the asshole. You are doing the right thing. When I first got married, I always forgot to close the kitchen cabinet doors. After a while, my wife stopped closing them behind me. One day, I walked into the kitchen and every single cabinet door was wide open. That's when I finally learned and started closing cabinet doors from that point on. Your boyfriend needs to learn the same thing. Not the asshole, he did this to himself. If he can't put the cat food scoop back by the food, why should you? And who buys groceries then just shoves everything in a closet? Not the asshole. This is a common trope. You're not the household manager despite him thinking so. We had this fight. He was mad we didn't have tissues and I was amused he thought I should have realized. Leave the toilet roll when it's empty. Stop replacing things and moving them to their rightful place. And the next time he tries to say something is your fault for not noticing, try something like, you're an adult. I'm not going to check your work. Get that ridiculous notion out of your head now. Not the asshole. If he's annoyed, the solution is clear, he can stop sabotaging himself. You are not his maid or mother, and he's creating extra work that you do not have to complete if you're tired of it. Eventually he will either learn or I suppose just be forever annoyed at his own inadequacy. When you fight about this, is his position that you should be responsible for picking up after him constantly? What exactly is his view of what the problem is? Not the asshole, not even close. Not the asshole. He sounds a bit selfish and it sounds like you have very different preferences for how you want to keep house. Not the asshole. My ex was just like this. I could never find the basic things that just has basic normal spots. But he was constantly asking me where everything was. I would always say, no clue, cause you never put it back, so good luck. The shitty part is that I also always had to hunt for things, which when looking for a tape measure or a flashlight, really sucks. That plus his being extra lazy and messy and me constantly feeling like he just wanted a mother, not a partner, made me leave after 15 years of hoping he'd change. Not the asshole, and don't let him convince you to go back to cleaning up after him. This is how things are until he changes or you guys break up. Not the asshole. Your boyfriend needs to learn to replace things from where he got them, replace things he used last, and to put up items that need to be put up. Not the asshole. You've already tried talking to him. He's intentionally being ridiculous. Not the asshole. I'm not telling you to break up, run, blah, blah, but I want to tell you that this won't change. Not the asshole. Who puts entire bags of groceries away in the bag? Laziness definitely seems to be a factor, but he is also actively getting in your way of being able to do the things you need to in a timely manner. I'm dreaming of the day I come on this sub and don't immediately have to ask, why the hell are you dating this absolute child? Not the asshole. Info: how old are you guys? Is this his first time living with a partner? You are doing great. It's ridiculous that he's mad that you don't swoop in like a magic cleaning fairy and return everything to its rightful place. Not the asshole. Your boyfriend lacks basic manners and common sense. He sounds immature and entitled. Not the asshole, but maybe you should have a conversation about whether he wants a relationship or a mother. Not the asshole. Either he's lazy, or he has ADHD, executive function issues. I've got executive function issues that make it hard for me to remember to put things away because it's like my brain deletes the item from existence the second I am done using it, lol. But it's my issue to work around, and it's your boyfriend's job to work around his own issues. If he isn't willing to put in that work to better himself and show respect for you, is it still worth it to be in a relationship with him? Not the asshole. He's being incredibly inconsiderate of you. Take some time to consider if this attitude crops up in other parts of your lives together. I was relieved when I read this as a boyfriend and not husband. Do not pass go with him until he is willing to contribute to your collective home and pull his weight without being asked. In fact, how long you want to keep this up? Not the asshole, but this guy is communicating to you very clearly that he thinks you exist to be a housekeeping robot with optional sex functions. Well, I'm assuming the optional sex functions, who knows? This seems like an excellent audition for the role of not being your boyfriend. Girl, I just read some of your older posts and I have to ask, when will enough finally be enough? How are you still with this guy? He sounds awful in every way and I wish you'd understand that you deserve so much more. Are you dating an 8-year-old? 'Cause this dude needs to grow the fuck up if ever wants to keep you around. Not the asshole. Why is he refusing to put things where he likes to find them? Not the asshole. Also, just so you know, OCD oftentimes has nothing to do with obsessive organizing or cleanliness. It might be a component of the disorder for some people, but it is not a defining characteristic. There are plenty of clean freaks without OCD and plenty of people with OCD where cleanliness isn't part of the disorder. It's just a common misconception I often see in people who have never dealt with OCD. Not the asshole. This is just basic self-sufficiency and common sense. You literally aren't his maid. Not the asshole. He needs to get one of those awesome magic coffee tables. Not the asshole. I do this as a teacher, but my students are 9-12 years old, and by October, they've got it. And #X200B. Student: Miss, why didn't you grade my science note? Me: it wasn't in the to be graded pile, and you know I won't go looking for it. Student: so, can you grade it now? Me: nope, you got a 0 for not having it done, put it where it belongs next time. Student: that's not fair. I forgot. Me: not my concern, please remember next time. Guess what? It rarely, if ever, happens a second time. So my 9-year-olds get it, but a grown man doesn't. Good God. Your boyfriend is a jerk. Not the asshole. Wise words from my mother. Now that you have had your fun, you should sit him down for the last time and tell him it's his last chance. Tell him to behave or leave. I read through your profile. Why are you still with this guy? Fuck this. Fuck this bullshit. I live with people who do this and it's insanely disrespectful. It's a weird combo of laziness and gaslighting. Not the asshole. Don't have babies with him. Are you telling me this man puts the entire grocery bag in the fridge? Never heard of that. Not the asshole. Why are you with him? You keep saying that he's a good guy otherwise, that you don't have issues aside from this one. But your previous posts tell a completely different story. You even wanted to run away from him not long ago, even leaving him the house, just so you wouldn't have to deal with him anymore. You really need to reconsider what kind of relationship you are in. Honestly, just the things you explain in this post are a good enough reason to break up with him. He's acting like a toddler and treating you as his mother, and feels no regrets apparently. But your post history makes it all even more worrying. Not the asshole, but please, think very hard about the things you are dealing with because of him. What? You mean you don't love pretending to be his mommy and pick up after your BFs? Tell him to be responsible. Seriously, this isn't a good situation. You will soon realize he doesn't care about your feelings and start to get completely impatient with him. Make snippy remarks and end the relationship in anger. Why not end it now? Not the asshole. NTA, and this is the kind of petty thing that shows him in a very forward way exactly how you've been feeling. I assume you're both adults, so if you can manage your stuff as well as basic household placements, it seems fair to expect him to manage it too. You're not the asshole. He's an adult and your partner, not your child. He can clean up his own messes and take care of basic household chores. I wouldn't let a 12-year-old pull that grocery bullshit. Odd, it seems your boyfriend is also my wife of 22 years. Not the asshole. That's really disrespectful. You're not his fucking maid. There was an article one read a while ago titled, "She divorced me because I left dishes by the sink." He should read it. Not the asshole. No longer allowing him to take advantage of you is not you being unhelpful, it's holding him accountable for his own laziness. This reminds me of that skit with the magically self-cleaning coffee table. NTA, you aren't his maid or mommy. He finds those things annoying? Good. They are. He needs to change his annoying behavior and stop expecting you to trail behind him tidying things. Oh neat, so your boyfriend is actively making messes or causing problems for you and is now getting angry with you for not cleaning them up. Like, it's not even something he's doing on accident. He knows he's causing these problems, and he actively thinks it's your job to fix them. Not the asshole. Why the hell are you with this mouth breather? Can you imagine what kind of parent this guy will be? I started bringing my own roll into the bathroom. I think this relationship is over. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. If he didn't want to put groceries away, he should just pile them in the kitchen. He is literally making more work for you while thinking he should be getting credit for doing something. Also, get a temporary cat scoop. I use a measuring cup put somewhere he won't see it but you know where it is. Then when he complains he can't find the scoop or he had to go looking, look him in the eye and say, I haven't touched the scoop. I can never find it, so I have just been using a different one. The scoop is literally wherever you keep leaving it. Put it away and you will know where it is next time. Not the asshole. Huge WTF. How old is he? Like if you were normal roommates, this wouldn't fly either and you'd probably move out. Think that gives you an answer to the direction this is heading. Not the asshole. I feel like your boyfriend has taken laziness and turned it into art form.